Retiring the Champ is a story about end of life. I mean, literally, it's a template for helping your elders through the last few years, but thematically, it's about redemption. Because as long as you're alive, anything is possible. Now, Michael had no love loss for his mama.
My mother could run a damp tablecloth through the digestive system of a camel and still get a full refund at Lord & Taylor. She was the most contrary, argumentative, controlling human being on the face of the earth. So I tried to be not too opinionated and hoped that ours was not a Freudian relationship and that he was attempting to duplicate his earliest intimacies.
Yep, I am both your storyteller and the daughter-in-law. First impressions are important.
A guy was once taking the test for New York City police officer. The question read, what would you do if you had to arrest your mother? Call for backup. Even in the early stages of Alzheimer's, Trina could have still taken on Al Capone and his entire gang.
Now, through a myriad of experiences, it became clear, at least to me, that intervention was necessary. This is what led to our first big...
And welcome tonight, friends, to the Saturday Night Fights. Tonight on Domestic Disputes, we have two worthy opponents facing off against each other. Now, the site for this fight will be the Kitchen Royal Future Bouts between this match that will take place. We have in this corner, standing at 6'3", 220 pounds, the king of wit, intellect, and denial, which is not a river in Egypt. Let's hear it for Mike! We have standing in this corner at 5'9", completely unwilling to give her weight, the queen of guilt, obligation, and drama. Let's hear it for Judith!
I won't keep you in suspense about who won.
All right. We'll move her up. She can live with us! Just joking.
Well, we brought Trina up from Florida, and the second act documents her physical decline, but they are developing relationship. Now, our first question was, where would she live?
We started looking at a lot of different assisted living facilities, and there were many right around in this neighborhood that are beautiful, stunning to look at. And we'd go in and kind of hang out, and we'd come out, and there would be these lovely groups of women who had garden clubs and tea parties, and he'd say, she'd go through them like Rambo in Mr. Rogers' Garden.
After Mike's first visit, his pride welled.
I visited Trina, and I live.
They developed a unique ritual.
My dear, you look so well. Come right in so I can quell.
My good life it will be forsook when I can't get along on looks.
Oh, that will never happen to you, dear. Never in a million years.
What we learned is that with our elders, nothing stays the same for very long. And with her first major fall and hip crack, we entered the chaos of elder care.
Well, we put her in what was notably the best facility in the area, and everybody was doing their job. But what we didn't realize is that in early stages Alzheimer's, context is much more important than content. And for Trina, every morning it must have felt like being in a pinball machine, and that she was the ball, pushed up a long, dark tunnel into... Hello, Trina. Mrs. Bernstein. I'm your social worker.
Hi, Trina. I'm Candy. I'm going to be your speech therapist.
Hello, Trina. I'm Daryl. I'm going to be your physical therapist. We're going to make that leg strong.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Yes.
Trina, baby, you ain't touched your breakfast or your lunch.
Yes.
She'd only eat if people around her were eating. And she nearly starved to death.
Well, rescued from the jaws of death by Mike, myself, and a brilliant Ugandan woman who was a home health aide, Trina actually mended, gentle, slightly. only to then have to get onto the roller coaster of Alzheimer's care.
Welcome to Disneyheimers. Now, as you can see, we've utilized every bit of the contemporary pedagogy so that our clients can help retain and regain every bit of their memory.
We came to our own conclusions.
I'd like to suggest a new paradigm for aging. What you remember is exactly what you need to know.
Ultimately, this is a tale for everyone whose life or career has brought them to support others through their last journey. By doing what a son should do, Michael grew up and learned to love a remarkable woman.